been putting all my people on. Ain't no telling where these profits taking us.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Mr. Kingdom Cash, Charles Dyson here, coming to you with another installment, another video within the Kingdom Cash Presents Free Trading Training. In this video, I'm going to talk about why I view the markets the way I do. This is the video that is really going to be the glue to this whole entire training. You know, in the last video, I talked about why the market moves the way it moves, how the market moves the way it moves, right? But now I'm going to talk about my philosophy, why I look at the market the way I look at it. And the reason why this is so critical for you to understand is because perspective is everything in the market, okay? Your perspective controls your profits. It really does. So how you view the market absolutely matters, okay? So here's a question. Now, you have to think like a Wall Street trader in order to answer this question correctly, which means you have to take morality completely out of the equation, okay? Because on Wall Street, what you got to understand, the mentality of traders on Wall Street, it's all about what makes money, okay? That's how they think, okay? It's not about, you know, anything else but profitability. So when I ask this question, you have to take morality completely out of the equation. Take the sense of right and wrong out of consideration when thinking about this, all right? Because Wall Street only cares about what makes them money, all right? So if you're thinking like a Wall Street trader, okay, and you personally had the ability to create an entire system of operation, and you had the responsibility for distributing this information to a massive amount of people, right? Right? But when the massive amount of people loses in the trades that they take, you win. All right? But you're responsible for educating this massive amount of people, right? But when they lose, you win. Then it would be in your best interest to spread incorrect information to the masses so you can make money from people's ignorance. Like, do you understand why that makes sense? And I know that I said it was a question, but it's really a statement. Do you understand that? All right, I'm gonna say it one more time because I really want you to understand this. So the situation is this. Take morality out of it, take right and wrong out of it, okay? If you had the ability to create a system in which you're responsible for educating the masses about this system, right? But when the masses lose, when they lose money, you will win money. If that's the case, then it would be in your best interest to spread misinformation, to spread false information, to give the masses information that's going to make them lose money, because when they lose money, you're going to make money. So it wouldn't be in your best interest to share the right information with the masses, the massive amount of people around the world, because you're trying to make money. This is how Wall Street thinks. They want to make money. Therefore, a massive amount of people have to lose money. So this is why it's in Wall Street's best interest to get misinformation into the population of traders around the world so they can make money. So do you understand why Wall Street wins so often and why you're struggling to be successful? Right? This is exactly how it works. Now, here's the thing. If you didn't know, the foreign exchange market, this whole entire industry, moves $6.6 trillion a day. Now, that was verified September of 2019, Bloomberg.com did an article verifying this information. So I absolutely know that the foreign exchange market moves way more money than 6.6 trillion by the date of the recording of this video, right? However, what we have verified is that it moves $6.6 trillion per day, not per year, not per month, per day. So that's a massive amount of money. Who's controlling that money? You got Wall Street, you got hedge funds, right, on Wall Street, trillion-dollar hedge funds. You got the banks of the world, your bank, my bank. If you live in an industrialized nation around the world and you have a bank account, guess what? Your money is in the market with that bank, right? So the banks are making insane amounts of money every single day in this market. So you're trading with hedge funds, you're trading with banks, you're trading with countries. The United States government trades in this market. The Canadian government trades in this market. The Japanese government trades in this market. New Zealand trades in this market. Australia trades in this market. All the countries, the industrialized countries around the world, they trade in this market and they actually make money on the market, in the market, right? So you're trading with countries, you're trading with billionaires. So you're trading with these entities that have massive amounts of money in the market, and they're actually making massive amounts of money in the market, right? So it would make sense. It only would make sense to keep trading simple. Why? Why do I believe that simplicity leads to profits? Because here's the thing. If you don't buy into the technical information that's disseminated, that's spread all over the world, but I choose to trade the basic principles of how the market moves, then I'm setting myself up to be consistently profitable because I'm ignoring the noise of the market. 9 times out of 10, if you go and you search on YouTube, ironically, I'm on YouTube, right? But this is true, right? And you don't have to take my word for it. You can go look it up yourself. But if you go look up the average topic on trading, like how to recognize a trend, and you watch 10 videos on how to recognize a trend, 9 of those videos, 9 times out of 10, they're going to be telling you how to read a trend the exact same way. All 9 out of 10 people are going to say you got to read the trend the exact same way. You want to know a telltale sign of what you shouldn't do? If a lot of people are saying the same thing, don't do it. Do the opposite. Why? Because that's Wall Street. That's Wall Street information. That's misinformation put into the marketplace. And that's why there's a massive amount of people learning the same information and they're all struggling to be profitable as traders. So if I ignore the technical information and I just stick with the simple, basic principles of how the market moves, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be trading with the entities that control the market. It's a very simple concept. So let me show you right on the charts again. Once again, the last video I showed you, how the market moves, but now I'm going to show you why the market moves the way it does and why I don't subscribe to the notions of many, many traders around the world. And this right here is how my personal students have been able to produce such amazing testimonies, such amazing profits, because I teach a simplistic approach to the market, which takes out all the technical noise. So let me give you a couple of examples of what I mean when I say that there's a lot of misinformation in the market. And I just recently saw a YouTuber post a video. It just it just wasn't good, man. And it's like people are, looking for information and they're getting the wrong information and wondering why it's difficult to to be consistently profitable. All right, so just like in the last video, I showed you this shape, right? This is the shape of an uptrend: impulse, correction, continuation, right? Now watch this. Here's what the masses are taught. Like I said, the masses are taught that the market will retrace, okay, to this area. Okay? This is what the masses are taught, because this was resistance, which will now become support. And the masses are taught to put their stop loss right here, right below that area. Now, what Wall Street understands, they understand that there's going to be a massive amount of people expecting this market to go up from right here. And there's going to be a massive amount of people with their stop loss right here in this area. Now, without getting too technical, without confusing you guys, because I can get very technical about where the money is in this pattern, where Wall Street puts their money in this pattern. But to keep this training extremely simple, I won't go there. All right? If you get involved with my personal private mentorship, click the link in the description box of this video. You get started. You'll learn a lot about where money gets trapped in the market and why the market moves the way it does, as far as, in a technical sense. But I don't want to get too technical in this training. I'm just going to keep it very basic and simple for you guys to understand. So this is where the masses are looking to take their buy for this continuation, right? And Wall Street knows this. So what does Wall Street do? What are the banks going to do? What are the hedge funds going to do? They're going to go get your money by making you lose. And then they're going to take the market in the direction that it wants to go in the first place. Now, I know 95 to 98% of the viewers watching this video have experienced this over and over and over again. And the same notions, the same logic, the same rhetoric is repeated by traders around the world. Watch this. It seems like the broker knows where my stop loss is. Heard that before? Have you ever said that before? It seems like they're hunting my stop loss. Have you heard that before? Have you said that before? Right? Watch this. I'm going to stop using a stop loss because the brokers know where I'm putting my stop loss. Have you heard that before? Have you done that before? You see, the reason why many traders say the same things and experience the same things is because they're getting the same wrong information. They're getting knocked out. They're putting their stop losses in the same exact places. They're getting knocked out of the market and they're experiencing the same emotional pain, which leads to the same logic. It's logical to start thinking that way when you don't have the answers and when you don't have the education. It's logical to say those things, right? It's also logical to believe that if I keep losing money, then I must need to go learn new information. I must be missing something. So I need to go study some more. I need to go find the guru. I need to go find higher quality information. I need to go learn more. I need to go educate more. Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong. More education, more studying, more technical analysis is not the answer. You know what the answer is? Simplifying it, making it simple. That's the answer. And being not logical in the sense of logical based on the masses and how the masses are thinking, but logical in the sense of what Wall Street is thinking, what they're doing, and then countering what they're doing with common sense. Does that, I hope that makes sense, right? Like I said yesterday, or not yesterday, but like I said in the previous video, because the masses are all looking for that buy right here, right? Here's what the correct information is, like I said in the last video, right? This is where everybody is looking to get in, this zone right here. But in actuality, this entire space right here is literally the buy zone. Because if the masses are putting their stop loss here, then what Wall Street is going to do is they're going to move the market anywhere in this space. Anywhere. They can go deeper in the space. They can come all the way down here to this level. At times, they can even go past this level, right? But this whole area is the buy zone. So if you know that, if you know what Wall Street is doing and what they're thinking and why they're doing what they're doing, then you can be educated. You can make an educated decision to put your stop loss below this entire buy zone. Below this entire buy zone, right? And you give yourself a higher chance to be profitable in the market with the trades that you take, okay? Now, it's the same exact principle going the opposite direction, okay? And I know this seems a little bit redundant because I went over this in the last video, but what I'm doing right now is I'm giving you the why. I'm giving you the why of what Wall Street is thinking when they do what it is that they do, right? So it's the same exact logic for a downtrend, okay? It's the same exact logic. You see, Wall Street knows that most of the world is educated that this is the area that you need to look for your sell because the market has created a support, it's broken the support, and the market is going to return to that same area and create what? A resistance. This is what the entire trading community is taught for the most part, right? But what do we know? We know that Wall Street knows that massive amount of people are going to put their stop loss right there. So what are they going to do? They're going to go hit it and then move the market in the same direction that it was going to go in the first place, right? They might go deeper, okay? They might go deeper. They might go all the way back here. Why? Because this whole area from here to here, this whole entire area is the sell zone. This whole entire area is the sell zone. So you don't want to put your stop loss in the middle of the sell zone. You want to put your stop loss above that sell zone, right? So you won't be trapped with the rest of the world where everybody is putting their stop loss, right? And you give yourself higher chances to be successful in the trades that you take, right? Here's another thing. What has been your biggest day trading thus far?
Man, my biggest day trading so far has been a little over $2,400, man, in a day.
Went from about $1,000 to about $5,800 in 2 days. And then this most recent one I got right now started at $565, and right now we're at about $4,500.
I flipped $400 to $2,200. Put it like that.
Jeez.
In a couple hours.
My biggest trading week was 17,000 US dollars.
How long did it take to make
that? 3 days.
My biggest day trading actually was last week. I put up a over $1,100 in one day, and the week I ended off with about $1,500.
Tell me what your first impressions were from when you did the training, when you first learned Skittles.
Well, like when I first learned it, I had to keep looking at it. I was like, no, this is just too simple. This is like, again, just talking to myself like, okay, because I'm already like not really like computer savvy. So once I got to the Skittles strategy, the first video, I'm like, oh wait, I gotta take notes for this. I was like, no way, this is easy. But like at the end of it, I was just like, all right, like if this is all I have to do. Now I get what Salida was saying, 1, 2, 3, take the trade.
You just saw the amazing results, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking for more people around the world to serve. It doesn't matter where you are. I'm looking for people to help become successful through the reality of making money from a phone and making money while you sleep. And I got some tags on the screen right now, multiple ways to contact me. If you reach out, I'll be willing to show you exactly how this works. I'll be willing to accept you into my private community, and I'm going to serve you and teach you how to multiply money from your phone exactly like you saw the results of the other people just a moment ago. So ladies and gentlemen, I can't wait to serve you. I'm accessible. You can check my Instagram stories, my YouTube stories, and you'll see when my next live presentation will be. I want you to come hear it for yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, one message can change everything. Can't wait to talk to you and help you understand how you can change your life. Talk to you soon.
This one I did not talk about in the last video. Watch this. Have you ever heard the term M's and W's? Let me draw this out for you. M's and W's. Okay? M's and W's. See, what the masses are taught, right? M's and W's is one term. Then you got double tops and double bottoms. But then there's also triple tops and triple bottoms as well, right? I'll explain the different terminology. So what the masses are taught is the market can return to an area, right? A resistance area, right? And that is the place where you want to be looking for your sell, right? You put your stop loss above that area, and what does it create? If you sold and the market went down, it creates an M, right? What the shape that looks like an M, right? But here's what Wall Street does. Wall Street knows that many people around the world are taught to look for M's and W's. I mean, just think about the simplicity of that. It makes so much sense, doesn't it? It makes so much sense, right? But watch this. Here's what Wall Street knows. Wall Street knows that everybody's looking for that at that area. So you know what they're going to do? They're going to move the market up because they know everybody's looking for that. They're going to come get your stop loss, and then they're going to go the direction the market wanted to go in the first place, because they know that the whole entire world is looking for an M to take shape right here. And guess what? It doesn't happen. It seems like the market always goes up, gets your stop loss, and then goes the way that they were going to go in the first place, right? And then same thing for the W's. Same concept, just in the opposite direction, in a buying direction, right? The world is taught to look for that area right there, right? And that support area. And then you're going to put your stop loss below that area, and it should create what looks like a W, right? The market goes up for a buy, you make money. And wrong. The market is going to go lower. It's going to go get your stop loss and all of the people around the world who were putting their stop loss in the same area because they were taught the same thing. And then the market is going to go the direction that it wanted to go in the first place, right? But then let me show you this. Same concept, right? But with a triple top. And why do we call it a triple top? 1, 2, and then there's a third one right here. And this is what we call what, ladies and gentlemen? Consolidation. The market consolidating between two areas. See how that works, right? But again, it's the same principle, just with repeat returns to the same area. And so what happens is, okay, the market went to this area, resistance, bounced off the ceiling, come down. Then it returned the second time, bounced at the same exact area. Oh, I see what's happening. Here's the pattern. The market's going to go here, and guess what? It's going to drop. and we're going to get that sell. And wrong. Because why? Most of the world is believing that the stop loss is there, and the market makers know exactly what you and the rest of the world are looking for, and they're going to go up and get that stop loss and then go down. Right? Watch this. And I'm going to show you this on the charts. I'm going to show you examples of this. Right? I'm not making this up. I'm going to show you how, like, literally the market does this on every single chart. Watch this. Boom, boom. Same principle. Right? It's just a triple bottom. Here's the zone. Right? Here we go. 1, 2. Oh, there's the pattern. I know what's about to happen. This is what the world starts thinking. I know what's about to happen. We're going to get in this area right here, and then we're going to get that buy. We're going to make money. Wrong. The whole entire world is putting their stop loss right here. Wall Street knows it. They're going to come get your stop loss, and they're going to go the direction that you wanted to go in the first place. And guess what? They're going to frustrate you. They're going to take your money, and then you're going to be thinking, wow, I must need to go get some new information. I need to learn more. You're going to go get even more technical information. You're going to go use even more indicators. You're going to go get even more information. You're going to go get the candlestick Bible, and you're going to go seek out so much information that's coming directly from Wall Street, taking you deeper down the rabbit hole, and it's going to just continue to frustrate you because you're learning information that Wall Street put out, and it's designed to make you lose. It's designed to give you the same information that many traders around the world are learning, and guess what? All of you guys are losing together. Right? And then you're listening to people who sound like they know what they're talking about because they can draw on the chart, they can be so eloquent with their words, and guess what? They're losing too. So here's the solution. We're going to keep this thing simple. Like I said, this video right here that you're watching, this is going to be the foundation, the glue of the entire training. Because if you know why it's happening, you can fix the problem, right? If you know exactly why it's happening and you know what to look for, then guess what? You can avoid all the pitfalls and mistakes that the masses are making. It's such simple logic, isn't it? It makes so much sense. But I'm not done. Let me prove it to you. Okay? Let me prove to you what I am saying. All right? So watch this. Watch this. We're gonna look at the charts, and you're gonna see this play out in real time. You're gonna see this play out several times. Okay? So those M's and W's, this is what I forgot to mention. It usually happens at a high, the highest point on the chart, or the lowest point on the chart. Sometimes it can happen at major areas of support and resistance, which that's a whole nother topic, right? But anyway, I'm not gonna go off on a tangent. But anyway, let's just look, okay? Let's look at what's going on here. Okay, here we go. So, this is one that happened in the middle. All right. So here's what we got. Remember to shape how the market moves. I'm just going to do this overall. Okay. We got impulse, correction, continuation, correction, continuation, correction, continuation. Okay. This is the cell zone. This is what I just taught you. Okay, this whole area right here. This whole area right here is the cell zone. And your stop loss will go above that area. Because like I said, let me draw it out again. Boom. Okay. Boom. Boom. Okay. What did I say before? Right? This is support. The masses will be looking for resistance here to do what? Put their stop loss here and take the trade down, right? That's what the masses will be looking for. But in actuality, this area right here from here to here, this area right here, this whole zone right here, is the sell zone. Exactly what I just drew out. Here, okay, which is this, and here, which is this. That's your sell zone. Because the market can come anywhere in here and drop. Okay? Anywhere in there and drop, and that's why you would want to put your stop loss there. Right? But let's continue. So, what do you have here? The market does what? It comes back up to this area. The masses has their stop loss right here. Let me use a different tool so you guys can see this clearly. Boom, 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 and there it is, right? So the masses are looking for the sell here. They got their stop loss here, and guess what? The market went up and hit the stop loss. That's exactly what I just explained, right? But let's take it a step even further. Let's take it a step even further. What does this look like to you guys? What does this look like? Boom, boom. Oh, that's that triple top thing that I was just talking about, right? Oh, there it is. But guess what? The only problem is what? Here's another thing the masses know. The masses know that you're going to over leverage and you're going to move your stop loss and have it real tight, right? Because you're over leveraging. You're desperate to make money. So they know your stop loss is going to be real tight. And guess what you did? You got suckered. Stop loss hit. Market goes down the way it wanted to go in the first place, right? Happens all the time. Happens all the time, right? Another example here. And then here's another way to be able to recognize it, right? Think of points that haven't been visited in a very long time. So you see how the market came to this ceiling and then dropped at that point, right? The market hasn't been here since February 25th, right? All the way over here, it returned May 19th. February 25th, May 19th. That's months later, right? So guess what? What are the masses taught? Oh, that's an area of what? Resistance. Resistance area, right? And so guess what the market did? Guess what it did? It made everybody believe that that is the exact point that we need to be looking for ourselves. We need to be looking for ourselves right here. And what did the market do? Came up. Boom. Let's see if I can draw this clear. Boom. There's our M, our incomplete M. It returned to that same exact area, came down, right? People got excited. Oh, wait a minute. It's not done yet. It's coming to the same area, right? And it's going to come to that same area and drop. We're going to make money. Yay. Wrong. Stop loss. Because they know the masses are greedy and they know you're going to over leverage because you know you about this to trade, you about to hit, you about to change your life. And what did the market makers know? That you were hugging that stop loss right at that area. And what did they do? They came up and obliterated all those people looking for that massive sell right here. They came up, they got your stop loss, and then they went down. And then they did it again for good measure, right? And then they bottomed the market out. The direction that you thought you knew the market was going to go in the first place, right? So by the time it comes back in that area, guess what? That's fear. All these people over here are now scared. All these people who were looking for that sell right here, they have lost their confidence, right? There's a lot of people that get taken out of the market And the psychological side of trading kicks in. Now you're not confident. Now you're not sure, right? And here's the crazy part. You want to see what's funny? Here's the crazy part, right? I want you to read this. The market makers actually gave everybody hope in this area, which is the same exact area over here. Look, you see these wicks? They're throwing wicks up right at that area, getting everybody confident. Oh, it's really going to happen this time, right in this area. And guess what? They sucker people into putting their stop loss in that same exact spot. And guess what they did? Whoop! Threw a wick right up there and dropped the market. Threw a wick right up to that area and then dropped the market, right? And they do this over and over and over again. And that's why you have to have the correct information, because they are literally toying with people who don't have the right information, right? Who don't have the right information. Here it is again, right? Over here, December 9th. Over here, January 18th or so. January 17th, 18th, right? December 9th, January 18th. Large span of time before the market had came to this area again, right? And what do the market makers do? They get you real comfortable, get you believing, oh yeah, this is the area of resistance. This is the area of support. Yeah, the market's going to go back up. It's going to revisit these areas up here, right? The market has a chance to get up here, right? Or maybe it'll go right here, right? Or it might even make it all the way up here. And if we get in right here, we're going to make a lot of money when it goes up. See, this is the logical thinker. This is what they're thinking, right? Okay, so we got multiple returns to this area. Here's the W, right? Oh, they returned back to that area. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. We're just testing the area. And guess what? Everybody has their stop loss down here. And what did the market do? Came back to that area and then took everybody out. And then what? Went the way that everybody wanted to go in the first place. The market does this all the time. M's, W's, M, W's. Now, there are times like this where the market does, revisit the area and bounce around, okay? It does happen. But more often than not, in these reversal areas that everybody's taught to look for, right? The market does not just come to an area and then stop. Anytime I see a floor, you're going to see something deeper. Why? Because everybody's putting their stop loss below that area and looking for those buys, right? Or on the sells. Anytime you see this, right? What are you going to see? You're going to see this right here. You see how this looks like it's at the same exact area? But over here, what does it do? It's got pushes above that area, which means that there was a lot of people putting their stop loss in those areas. And guess what? Wall Street knew what you were going to be looking for. You were going to be looking for the sell right at this yellow line right here. But Wall Street knew that the masses are looking for that sell right there, and that's why they throw these wicks and these candles all up here to go knock everybody out, because they know the greedy people have their stop loss tight. But then there's some people a little bit smarter that's going to move their stop losses up. They're going to go get their stop loss too. They're going to go get everybody's stop loss, right? Which is why it's important to understand how the market moves and why the market moves the way it does, right? It's everywhere. It's literally everywhere. Here's another one right here, right? High. Oh, wow, wow. And then which way did the market go? The way it wanted to go in the first place. But before it did, it went and got everybody's stop loss who was looking for the sell right at this area. The market is unforgiving, and it knows exactly what you're looking for. Oh, this is an ugly one. This is a real ugly one. Look, same area, right? And it did it on both sides. It did it on both sides. Watch this. Watch this. The market kept coming to this area, revisiting this area. And guess what? It rocked that baby right to sleep. And when everybody thought that it was going to be here and go back up, what did they do? Oh, my Lord. They went and got everybody stop loss. But watch this. They did it on the other side too. They did it on the other side too. Look at this. Boom. Right? Look at how many times it came to this exact area over and over again and dropped. And guess what? Had everybody believing it was going to do it again. Stop losses all up here, all up through here. Got everybody stop loss and did what? Went the direction it wanted to go in the first place. So you guys, you see what I'm saying, right? But watch this. There's a way that you can combat this. There's a way that you can combat this. There's a way that it can be extremely simple, easy to understand, and you do not have to get caught up in the noise of the market. All right? Trading what the masses are taught is a recipe for failure. And 95% of the information that's spread around the trading community is garbage, right? And instead of trading what everybody else does, what we're going to do is we're going to use common sense. I'm going to give you a common sense approach to the market. I'm going to give you tools, resources that you can use, and I'm going to make it simple and easy for you to understand. We're going to use common sense in the market and watch how the results come in. So continue moving through this training. Now, I showed you how the market moves. I showed you why the market moves the way it moves, all right? Without even getting too technical, without talking about, where money gets trapped in the market and different things like that. I didn't have to take it too technical. I just wanted to give you a very basic understanding, a basic knowledge of it, so you're educated about it, you know why it happens. And now for the rest of this training, I'm going to be giving you information, right? Psychological information. The way you think about the market is very important. The perspective of how you see the market is extremely important. But by the time you get to the video where I actually show you the strategy, you're going to have a solid viewpoint of this market, how it operates, why it operates the way it operates, and how you can use that information to your advantage. Go ahead and check the description box of this video. Definitely, you should be one of my students. You really should, because my students are having a lot of success around the world, and I would love to coach you more personally. If that's what you're looking for, if this was extremely informative to you, if it was easy for you to understand, then ladies and gentlemen, I have a teaching style that could be the key to unlocking the profits that you're seeking. So go ahead, at the top of the description box, there's a form. I want you to fill it out, right? Follow the instructions after you fill out the form and look for correspondence from me, and I'll tell you all about how my coaching program works. Go ahead and check out some of the testimonies in the description box, but go ahead and move through this training, right? Step by step. Don't skip a video. Go straight through, and you're going to get some really powerful information. Ladies and gentlemen, here's what I know. I know if I can help you change your perspective, I can help you change your life. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and move on to the next video. Peace.